everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal and today I have an exciting announcement for you guys. So in the past, my friend Marcy and I over at Marcy Reads, she's also a booktuber, we came together on a whim one weekend and decided to do a horror and 24-hour read-a-thon, and it was so much fun and all of you guys had a great time doing it, and everyone kept asking us to do it for a longer amount of time. So here we are with a horror and 24 read-a-thon. It is a 24-day read-a-thon where we will be reading all the horror that we have on our TBRs. So we have 8 prompts for you, but it is 24 days, so we are not just limiting you guys to these 8 prompts. If you want to read as much horror as you can in the 24 days, we would love that. Just make sure that you're using the hashtag horror in24 on Instagram and also on YouTube so we can see your TBRs, we can see what you guys are reading for this long amount of time for a read-a-thon. Along with Marcy Reads, I have 2 other co-hosts who are my very good friends. I have Bruise and Binds, and that is Rain, so if you want to go follow her channel. And I also have Carol Marie Reads. She is one of my long-time friends on Booktube, and she's also co-hosting with us. So I'm really excited to be announcing this. We're all really excited to be hosting this read-a-thon with you guys, and it started off as something super casual and super fun, and now we're hoping to make it a bigger thing because it's something that all 4 of us really enjoy. We love reading horror, and that's our #1 genre that we read on our channels. So what better than to have a read-a-thon dedicated to that? And it's a long read-a-thon. It's not just a week where you feel like you have to cram in so many books. This time you have 24 days to do 8 prompts and more if you decide. The first prompt is going to be read a book with red on the cover. Maybe some blood drips here, or a red based cover, or anything that you can find a little red on the cover, but it has to be a horror novel that has red on the cover. The second prompt is read a haunted house or ghost story. Whichever you decide, we're leaving it up to you guys, but definitely read some type of haunting book that's been on your TBR. Number 3, read a book featuring supernatural creatures, whether it's zombies, werewolves, vampires, Swamp Thing, whatever the like of your favorite supernatural creatures. Choose at your will for your supernatural creatures. I can't wait to see what you guys pick for that one. I have many supernatural creatures that I enjoy reading, as some of you guys know. Number 4, read a Gothic novel. Not necessarily a classic. You could read a classic if you'd like, but any type of Gothic atmosphere horror novel that you come across is a great option for this prompt. Number 5. Now this is my favorite prompt, I think. Read your favorite childhood spooky read. So for me, I have so many. I got into reading horror at a very young age. I read nothing but Goosebumps books when I was a kid. Well, all the other girls were reading Sweet Valley High and Babysitter's Club. I was reading Goosebumps and Lois Duncan and things like that. So if you were like someone like me and you fell in love with horror at a young age, let's revisit that nostalgic factor and go back in time and read the book that really sparked your love for horror or whatever the case is. There's so many out there, and if you're a true horror fan like us, I'm sure you'll have no problem finding a book for this prompt. Number 6 is read a psychological horror. This could be a psychological thriller that has horror aspects. There's plenty of that for that, and I'm also going to be doing a video with book recommendations for these prompts so you guys can kind of get an idea of what you could read for these prompts. But psychological horror is one of my favorite types of horror to read. Anything that messes with my head is pretty good to me. Number 7 is read any horror book that's been on your TBR for quite some time, whether it's been years or something that you found out was coming out but came out this year, something like that. something that's been on your TBR that you've been wanting to read for a really long time, and it is horror related. And finally, for the 8th prompt, we have a group book, and that is Paul Tremblay's Survivor Song. And that is a long-awaited book for me. I love Paul Tremblay. He is a great horror writer. His book, Head Full of Ghosts, really was a psychological horror, and that was just an amazing book. So I cannot wait for this one. If you've never read Paul Tremblay's books, he is just an amazing writer, and he just gets that spook factor so well. He has a way with his words. Also, to follow up with the Survivor Song group book, we will be having a live show July 31st, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on my channel. We will be discussing all things Survivor Song and Paul Tremblay. So we would love for you guys to join us, so mark your calendars for that. And that will mark the end of the Read-A-Thon. The Read-A-Thon is starting July 11th to August 3rd. So it's a nice span of time, and we just cannot wait to get reading spooky stories. I love reading horror books and spooky stories during the summer. I think because during my summer readings, when I was off of school as a kid, all I did was read books that I wanted to read, which was a lot of spooky, ghost, supernatural horror books. So like I said, the Read-A-Thon is from July 11th to August 3rd. Our live show will be July 31st on my channel, and we are so excited for you to join us. There will also be Instagram prompts for you guys to post every day throughout the 24 days. We are working on them right now, the prompts, but I will be posting them on my Instagram and on the hashtag HorrorIn24. So make sure you are following the hashtag HorrorIn24 on Instagram. This way you could see all the posts that we do for the Read-A-Thon. And make sure you go and follow my co-host. Make sure you follow Marcy at Marcy Reads, Rain at Brews and Binds, and Carol at Carol Marie Reads. On that note, that's all I have to announce today for this Read-A-Thon, and just stay tuned to my channel for more updates on this Read-A-Thon. I will be doing book recommendations for the Read-A-Thon for each prompt. This way, if you are new to horror or you just don't know what to read, I'm going to give you guys some recommendations before the Read-A-Thon begins. I'm so excited to be doing this Read-A-Thon with my friends, and we hope that you guys join us. If you have any questions about the Read-A-Thon, please leave it in the comments down below. And if you want to see more from me, just like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be talking to you guys soon.